Hi everybody, I'm Chris Krashisnik with the Krashisnik Group at eXp Realty. I'm a realtor in Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, and DC, and I love to help people buy and sell homes. So here's a little bit. It's going to be a long video. I'm going to have to scroll through some of my stuff, some of my bullet points. I'll try to keep it as short as possible, but I don't want to miss any of the details. So please bear with me and thank you for watching, okay? I went to a couple of barbecues this weekend, and I talked to a lot of friends and acquaintances about what their experience in the market and what they're feeling and what they expect moving forward, and also what similarities are between the last crash and now. And I kind of wanted to talk on some of those points and kind of just put it out there and let you know what I'm feeling and what other professionals are feeling in the area, okay? So the first thing is the market crashing. I don't think the market is currently crashing. Could it crash? Of course. We don't know. Nobody's got a crystal ball, and if we did, we'd be rich. But the market doesn't look like it's crashing right now. Properties that are priced right and that show well still are getting multiple offers, okay? Yes, we're experiencing price reductions, but that's kind of because the sellers did not stage or prepare the property for sale well, and they probably listed on the high side of what the neighborhood comps are or comparables, and they probably had to be more realistic with what the actual condition and type of property it is, okay? So I don't think the market is crashing at all, okay? I think the big thing we're seeing right now is the demand has decreased slightly, okay? And that's due to the interest rates going up. We've had an unprecedented interest rate increase, and that means a lot to a lot of homeowners, okay? Let me explain that for you. If you would have gotten a mortgage like 3 months ago when rates were in the 3%, a $300,000 mortgage would have cost you about $1,200 a month for the principal and the interest. Now there's other fees associated with loans, taxes, insurance, mortgage insurance, all that stuff. That's a separate video, but to pay the loan is about $1,200 when rates are at 3% for a $300,000 loan. Fast forward to now when rates are in the 5s and in sometimes 6s, and you're seeing that same $300,000 mortgage cost people around $1,800, which is similar to the rates I experienced when I first started in the business back in like the early 2000s. We bought and sold a lot of homes during that time. You compare it to other times like the early 80s, and rates were in the high teens. So homes are bought and sold in all markets. The consumer just needs to get used to it, okay? What does this mean for buyers? Well, let me go back. The local area market still has a lot of buyers that need homes. That's because there's more people coming into the area than going out. And those jobs are tech jobs, government sector jobs. They're good paying jobs, okay? And those people can afford homes, okay? That's not going away anytime soon. That's going to be around. Those jobs are here for a while. So I think our job market here, employment in the DC, Baltimore region is steady, and housing is in demand. We don't have enough housing to accommodate the amount of people who have a need for housing. So you're seeing demand still high. What we're experiencing is low inventory right now, and we've been experiencing that for a very long time. And I think that's getting a little bit worse, and I'll explain that later in the video. First of all, what does this mean for buyers? Okay, I don't want to dismiss the factors that we already know. Okay, wages have not kept pace with inflation. Inventory is low. Buyers are hamstrung by student debt, by car loans, by credit card debt. Those are things we already know. Okay, but we still have to deal with those, and there's not much you can do to address them. It's not like we're getting student debt relief. I know that's a political hot button issue, but until that starts becoming a reality, I wouldn't depend on it, okay? And then just consumer habits could be better. And what I would recommend to individual buyers is you really, really have to stretch your dollar out. Your money has to count these days. It's not going to be as fluent or as abundant as it once was. With inflation going up, you can buy less, so you're going to have to make that dollar count for more. So tighten up your budget, make sure you know what you're spending every month, and you want to be in a home. The reason you want to buy a home as opposed to renting is most wealthy people or most financially independent people or financially stable people in the United States own property. They own their primary residence, or maybe even investment properties. Okay, that is one of the secrets to wealth building, and that's not as popular today, but it is. It's still pretty much a rule of thumb. Like, the Grant Cardones, the Gary V's of the world, they may not own their house. They may rent a house, their primary residence, because they've got so much money, it doesn't matter. But for your average Joe American, they're going to have to get a mortgage. They're going to build equity in that home over a long and extended period of time, and that's going to help build their personal wealth, okay? That's why we want homeowners and homeownership, okay? So to recap for buyers, get your budget straight. Your dollar's going to stretch, not going to stretch as far. Make sure you're doing the things for yourself that put you in the best position. Don't take on a lot of debt. Don't waste all of your money. You should be saving and looking towards home ownership. Maybe you have to create additional income streams. Maybe you have to update your technical skills to where you can increase your earning power. But you got to do something like that. The factors don't look like they're going to change. It's not like wages are going to go up with inflation or keep up with inflation. You're going to have to improve yourself. Okay? Next item, what does this mean for sellers? I wouldn't expect prices to go up like they have in the past 2 to 3 years. We might see appreciation. We might not see appreciation. We might see deep depreciation. I don't know. If anybody's got a crystal ball, like I said, we'd be rich. So if you have a mortgage now, most likely you're a beneficiary of the last 3 years of really good interest rates, okay? Which is a good thing. You're not incentivized. It's not like anybody's making you move unless there's a very large life change. Let's say you have to relocate to a new city, you're getting married, you're getting divorced, you're having more kids, you're having your first kid, you want to leave your condo, something like that, okay? You're going to have a bigger reason why to move, because the cost of buying a home or moving or selling your home and moving to a new home or a new location is going to have more, it's going to cost more, both in money and in time and effort, okay? Let me see here. Regionally, the demand for housing is still going to be high, so you're in a good position. You have a valued commodity, but you're really going to want to make sure that you prepare your home for sale and that you get your home out in front of as many people as possible. And you do that by hiring a good realtor. Okay, realtors are experts at marketing properties and exposing them to not only a big number of buyers, but to the right buyers for your home. And that's what you want. Now, some realtors are better than others. I always invite people to interview and gather as much information from as many realtors as you can, and then make the decision and choose a realtor that works best for you. And in the Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, and DC region, I really hope that's me, but there's a lot of good agents out there, and we don't all have to be greedy, and we all play along well in the sandbox, so to speak. That concludes the video for the most part. Thank you for your patience and listening. I'm going to be releasing videos on the process of home buying, on the process of home selling, financing, finding property, figuring out the value of your house, all of these little subjects, and I'm going to try to make them more digestible and more consumable content for everybody in the coming months. I hope you enjoy them. Please subscribe, not only to my YouTube page, but to all my social medias, and I'll try to put some funny, lighthearted stuff in there as well. But thank you for tuning in, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks a million.